Hello again, Dave with Bird Control Group. So this video we are going to go over a quick solar setup. So some of the parts needed for the solar setup will be one, a Bird Control Group battery box, just two boxes, one per battery. Inside it we're going to have a series cable. Inside we will have two extension cables for the laser, power extension cables. And we will have one pair of solar extension cables. Okay, so now I will go ahead and hook these batteries up. So in one box I have my battery balancer, in the other box I have my solar controller. Doesn't matter which battery you have, the batteries are fine either way. So I have two leads coming out of each box. One of them is quite a bit shorter than the other. The reason for that is one of them is negative, one of them is positive. Positive is the shorter lead, so that's why you're going to want your positive end of the battery closest to where these wires and these leads come out of. So this negative lead has enough room to reach all the way back here to the negative post. Just remember your terminals, this negative lead, this negative terminal will not fit on this positive post. Just will not fit. So you know you got it wrong. You have to move it over to the negative. Grab my positive terminal and hook that up. Grab my 2 wrenches and go ahead and tighten down the bolts. Okay, so this one's set up. Same thing here. I have my long lead that's obviously going to go to the back, which should be the negative post. My short lead, which is positive, will go to the front where my positive post is. Wrench down the nuts and bolts. Ensure that everything is tight. Ensure wires are tight coming out of the battery box, the battery balancer, and the solar controller. Wires are tight. Let's go ahead and series these two batteries to get our 24 volts. So here's our series cable. I have my 2 connectors right here. I will hook this cable up. It's a 3-pin cable. From one box over to the other box. Okay, so now we're series. Now we have our 24 volts, 12 and 12, so we got our 24 volts. Now over here, we have our power connector and our male and female solar connectors. So here is where we will hook up our solar connections. And this one is where we hook up our laser power cable. And the final thing, we have our lids for the box, which come with a strap to strap the lid down. Okay, so now that we have our batteries connected, we're series together. We have our 24 volts now from 2 12-volt batteries. Series. Now I'm going to go ahead and hook this laser up to this battery box. Now my extension cable is already set from laser to the power switch module. Power switch module, I'm going to hook into this battery box. Now for the purpose of this video, I just have these short extension cables. What you're going to see in your kit are some 5-meter extension cables. And you're going to see 2 of those. That's fine, I'm just using these short ones for this video right here. And always remember, cables can be custom made. So if we need longer than 5 meters for a specific job, we can get those as well. So go ahead, hook the laser up into the battery box. Okay, we got our green light on. So the laser's running. It's running off of battery power right now. We don't have our solar panels hooked up yet. So we're all good there. So now I'm going to grab my solar panels. There's a bunch of different ways solar panels can go. Right now I have two 100-watt solar panels. And they're both 12 volt. I know that by reading the description on the back. Since they're both 12 volt panels, I have to series them to get my 24 volts to power these batteries back up. I'm going to do that. Just know that 24 volt panels are available and you can get those, and at that point you will not need to series. You can just hook straight up into the battery box. You can get anywhere from an 80-watt solar panel up to about a 200-watt solar panel. If they're 12 volt, you got to series them, and that is as simple as taking one cable from one solar panel, another cable from the other solar panel. So I have a male and I have a female MC4 cable. You cannot hook these up wrong. Hook them together. That's series. Now this 100-watt panel is now a 200-watt system, 24 volt. That leaves me with the other male on this panel and the other female on this panel. And this is what we're going to hook up into our battery box. So I have my male and female ports here for the solar, the MC4 connectors. I'll just hit my female, hook my female up into the male, and vice versa. And that's it. That's it for hooking up solar panels. So the next thing we're going to cover is a second variation we have on solar boxes, and we will do that